Zombie apocalypse.
Today we gonna talk about 10 beautiful creatures that can save you. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Humans stepping in to save animals are routine, whether it's rescuing a dog who's become lost in traffic, or entering a shark's mouth to remove a fish that's become caught. We have the ability to recognize when an animal is in distress or struggling, and we have a deep desire to help them. This type of behavior can be exhibited by non-human animals as well. Occasionally, these species aid one another, like in the case of this beautiful piglet who stepped in to support his feline friend through a difficult time, and occasionally, these animals assist people. This collection of 10 stories tells the stories of animals who were sympathetic and helpful to people in their interactions with them. Here are the 10 beautiful creatures that can save you. So let's start. Number 10. Whale protects scientist from shark. When a humpback whale kept pushing and pushing and pushing and led scientist Nan Hauser in the water, she was taken aback and had no idea what to make of the situation. She was afraid and bewildered at first, but she soon realized that the whale had picked up on something she had overlooked. A massive tiger shark swimming close by, which she had failed to notice previously. When Nan noticed the shark, she realized that the whale was attempting to protect her and guide her back to her boat. As a lifelong advocate for whale conservation, Nan had never experienced anything like that before, but she was aware that whales performed similar behavior when protecting seals from killer whale attacks, something she had previously learned about. The fact that she does not understand exactly what is going on in the minds of these whales, she is aware of their humanitarian desire to help animals of other species, despite the fact that she does not know what they are thinking. Number 9. Dolphins protect man from shark. As with the preceding story, this one has aquatic animals defending an individual from a possible shark attack that is looming in the distance. After a great white shark surfaced in the water under him, Adam Walker, a long-distance swimmer, found himself surrounded by a pod of dolphins. Adam and his pals swam with the shark until the shark was no longer in the vicinity of the boat. Fortunately for Adam, he was swimming to raise money for the whale and dolphin conservation non-profit organization at the time of the incident. On the surface, it appears that he made the right decision. A similar occurrence occurred in the year 2004. Number 8. Gorilla, Binti Jua, saves a young boy. While visiting the Brookfield Zoo with his family in 1996, a little youngster tripped and fell into the gorilla enclosure underneath them, injuring himself. While onlookers gasped in disbelief, Binti Jua, a western lowland gorilla, stepped over to the injured child and took him into her arms, where she cradled him until emergency responders arrived. That Binti Jua looked to be acting out of a genuine desire to assist this wounded youngster was particularly noteworthy. Additionally, instances such as these demonstrate how immoral zoos may be in addition to demonstrating how sweet and sensitive gorillas can be. It has been 2 decades since Binti Jua's story touched the hearts of millions of people in the United States. This year, a similar circumstance occurred at the Cincinnati Zoo, but unfortunately, it did not result in a joyful ending. The boy, who was 8 years old at the time, was hurt after falling into the gorilla exhibit at the Cincinnati Zoo, where Harambe, a silverback gorilla, was at the time being housed. It was unfortunate that Harambe was killed in the process of properly recovering the boy, because his behavior appeared to be more hostile than usual. Such instances illustrate that zoos place animals and tourists in unnecessarily stressful and dangerous circumstances in order to attract visitors. Number 7. Lulu the pig saves woman having a heart attack. Joanne Altsman was lucky in that she was able to survive a heart attack in her own house because she had her beloved companion pig, Lulu, by her side. Fortunately, Lulu was quick to notice that anything was wrong because pigs are incredibly intelligent and inquisitive animals to begin with. In the end, she fled outside and stood in the middle of the road, oinking, for several minutes until one of the passing vehicles pulled over to check what was going on with this piglet. It was lucky that an ambulance was summoned before it was too late to aid the man in getting to Joanne. Joanne's physicians estimated that if only 15 minutes had passed, she would most likely not be here to recount the events of her ordeal. Because of Lulu's bravery on the playground, Joanne presented her with a jelly donut as a thank you gift. Number 6. Sasha the pit bull saves family from a fire. This California family's apartment caught fire, and Sasha the small pole alerted them by barking ceaselessly until the mother of the house, Nana Chai, was awakened by the blaze. Sasha also participated in the rescue of Nana Chai's baby by lifting her from the bed, which was a first for Sasha. As an additional example of bravery, Baby, a 10-year-old pit bull, saved his family from a fire on 2 separate occasions, alongside Sasha. Despite the fact that pit bulls are often associated with the term aggressive, they have traditionally been referred to as nanny dogs because of their gentle nature when it comes to children. Sasha and Baby, 2 pit bulls who exemplify the loyalty and fearlessness of their breed, are examples of this. Number 5. Sammy the chicken saves man from a broken heart. While Sammy the chicken was unable to save Dave Cox from a life-threatening scenario, she was able to assist him through a difficult phase in his life. After Dave's close friend, a dog named Court, passed away, Sammy was there for him and his family. She was there to provide companionship for the other participants. Many people do not consider hens to be affectionate and engaging companions, but Dave says this is not the case at all. It doesn't matter whether they're on a road trip to New Orleans or just to the grocery store for a few items, the pair does everything together. If you want to keep up with what she's up to, you can follow her on Twitter. She's possibly the most traveled chicken on the planet. Number 4. Pearly the parrot saves his family from fire. Laura Jean Niesel and her fiancé were awakened at 4 a.m. by the sound of their parrot, Pearly, causing a commotion in the house they shared with him. Perhaps Pearly was trying to notify his family that there was a fire in their laundry room. Because of this bird's piercing squawks, the family was able to flee safely and summon the fire brigade in time to prevent the fire from spreading further. Number 3. Sea lion saves man after he jumped from the Golden Gate Bridge. Kevin Hines, who was only 19 years old at the time, attempted suicide by jumping from the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, citing mental illness as his motivation. He somehow survived the hit, but he sustained significant injuries and was desperately attempting to keep afloat in the frigid waters. After feeling a thing in the water and becoming alarmed, he understood that it was an animal rubbing up against him and assisting him in swimming. Even though he was unaware of the animal that saved his life at the time, he later discovered that the animal in question was a sea lion thanks to photographs taken by spectators. Kevin Hines is now on a mission to teach people all across the world about mental health and suicide prevention. Number 2. Pride of lions saved kidnapped girl. Lions are well known for being both majestic and ferocious hunters, and this is no exception. These animals, on the other hand, proved to be lifesavers for a 12-year-old Ethiopian girl who had been kidnapped by a group of 4 masked males. The kidnappers were on the run with the police on their tails, but their intentions were foiled when they came face to face with a group of lions who scared them away. After that, the lions stayed with the small girl until the police officers came on the scene. Several police officers have stated that they stood guard until we were able to locate her, and then they simply left her like a present and disappeared back into the jungle. It is believed by some experts that the girl's calls for aid sounded like the sounds of an immature lion cub, which caused the lions to be sympathetic to her plight. Number 1. Cat, Rusty, saves woman from heart attack. Claire Nelson went about her daily routine as normal, despite the fact that she wasn't feeling well. That is, until Rusty, her new cat, began behaving in an unusual manner. He kept jumping up on her and pawing at her chest and legs, all the while yowling in her direction. After much deliberation, she decided to take the bus to the doctor's office, but while waiting at the bus stop, she suffered a cardiac arrest. Rusty, she feels, was aware that something was seriously wrong with her and was attempting to warn her. She believes that adopting Rusty was the best thing she ever did since she felt I was saving his life. After all was said and done, he saved my life. Despite their intelligence, perceptiveness, and caring natures, animals do not receive adequate recognition. Unfortunately, animals are frequently viewed as either commodities or pests by the general public. These stories, on the other hand, indicate that animals are complicated entities who are capable of displaying altruistic behavior. Animals assist humans in a variety of ways. Thus, let us repay their compassion by always treating animals with dignity. What do you think of our list? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.